The other day, someone asked me what liquor cost is versus pour cost, and relatively the same thing. Many people ask me questions about liquor cost, pour cost, liquor percentage, and I get enough of these questions that I think it's worth explaining in a little more detail. When I sell a beer for $2, that beer might cost me $1. Then my cost of goods sold, or a COGS, or COGS, for that beer is $1 because that's what it cost me to buy the beer. We're not talking about anything else like equipment, refrigeration, labor, or anything else. It's just the raw cost of the beer, what it cost me to get that beer to sell it. And this, in most instances, most of us will buy our beer from a vendor. And if we use $1 as an example and we sell it for $2, the cost of goods sold for that one beer is $1. As a percentage, the $1 cost divided by the $2 sales price that I charge my customer equals 50%. So on this one beer, my pour cost is $1. The cost of goods sold is the same as the pour cost, $1, and the cost percentage is 50%. Now, it gets confusing for people when you start adding on more than just one beer. If I sold 6 beers for $2 each, then I would have $12 in revenue that I brought in. Now, if each of those beers still cost me $1 and I sold them for $2 each, then my pour cost, or cost of goods sold, would be $6. 6 beers times $1 equals $6. $6 cost divided by $12 in sales would still give me 50% cost percentage. Now, what if we start buying beers and adding to inventory? Your cost of goods sold and your pour cost do not change until you actually sell the new inventory. Pour cost, cost of goods sold, pour cost percentage are all a function of what is sold. Until it's sold, it's just inventory on your shelf, which is an asset and a whole nother conversation. But as long as it's still in your refrigerator on your shelf, it is not calculated in the cost of goods sold. If you'd like a more detailed explanation, reach out to me by text, email, or social media, and I'll send you further explanations or some sources that spell it out pretty quickly. There's even a few animated videos that I've seen that do a wonderful job. So your task for today, get a better understanding of your pour costs and your cost of goods sold for your business. Now go make it happen.